In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at one of our iconic beauty products, Glamour Glow. If you want to see how you achieve this beautiful glossiness that we can see on the cheeks here, then have a little look at this tutorial and I'll give you all the tips and tricks that you need. This collection that I'm using in an 8-colour palette is called Indulgence. So I'm going to start by highlighting the tops of the cheekbones. For this, I'm going to use a shade called Rosy Sensation. Now, the brush that I've chosen for this is 8950 from the Blue Master range. As you can see, it's a tapered blusher brush, so it starts with a shorter hair and works its way back into a long hair. So I'm going to start with these sweeping motions up, and we're following the natural contours of the face as we go up and into the hairline. It's really important that when you're applying any kind of highlights or contours, that it has a seamless application going all the way up the bone. You don't want it to kind of stop halfway, because then the highlight suggests that there's something missing. It needs to come up and into the hairline. There's no need to apply more if you want a stronger impression. All you have to do is simply take a clean brush and you buff across the top of the Glamour Glow. Now, Glamour Glow contains mica. Mica is a mineral which is naturally magnetized. So what happens when you actually buff over the top with a clean brush is that the mica particles are gradually laid flat down on the surface of the skin, which leaves a much larger area for reflection. So as the mica particles start to lay more flat, we start to get more reflection for that beautiful shine to start coming through. The next shade that I'm going to apply is called Moon Dust. And Moon Dust is a beautiful soft bronze, and we're going to use that just to add a little bit of warmth into some areas of the skin. I'm using the same brush, and I'm going to be focusing now not on the top of the cheekbone, but on the actual cheekbone itself. So we're just going to be dusting that onto the straight part of the cheekbone to add a nice kind of sun-kissed glow. I'm also going to use this on the tip of the nose and the tip of the chin, just to kind of tie in these colors into all of the rest of the complexion. I'm going to bring it a little bit into the temples, just so we've got that continuity of color moving across the face. Again, just with a dry brush, and I'm going to be buffing over the top of that applied Glamour Glow. So you see, as I'm buffing onto that cheekbone, you see that gorgeous radiant shine start to come through. What's so beautiful about Glamour Glow, and is a real kind of nice feature, is that it is a pressed powder. But as you can see, it's got that really creamy, dewy consistency to it, almost a buttery feeling. So it looks really fresh, really vibrant, but without actually transferring or moving around the face. So it really increases the durability of the makeup because it is a powder. Next, I'm going to apply Juicy Moon. This is a perfect shade for almost every single skin tone because it's based on melanin that everybody naturally has within the base of their skin. So I'm focusing on the apple of the cheek and I'm working up towards the hairline. Now, for a kind of natural flush, you don't want to be going any further in than the color part of the eye. That's where you kind of want your blusher to start. So just about there. And we're sweeping up and back across the cheekbone. This is for a natural blusher. Obviously you can be playful with blushes, but what we want to do here is just add hints of color, a little bit to the end of the nose again, a little bit to the chin. I like to bring blusher sometimes through the socket of the eye as well. This just kind of really ties in all of these colors that we then see within the complexion. So now I've got the basis of the blusher. I just want to put a hint more strength to the color on the apple of the cheek. So now I'm going to use my brush as a stamp. I'm literally just going to pump up that color on the actual apple of the cheek there. So I want the strongest part of the color for my blusher to be on the apple of the cheek. This is because if you're taking pictures or you're going to be on camera, the lighting is generally going to be directly at the face. So therefore this part of the skin is going to be most washed out of color. So in order to intensify, the front part of the blusher will look a lot softer in your pictures, but without losing the color completely. I'm now taking this beautiful blending brush, like a soft kind of dusting brush. So I'm just going to allow the point of it to sit just gently onto the cheekbone and then just blend it back and up over the cheekbone itself. And that's just gonna bring all of them tones together that we've just been blending and just have that kind of seamless blend of colors that we've got that's now making up the complexion. Now gonna use the Glamour Glow just to enhance the eye makeup a little bit. I'm gonna use the Rosy Sensation mixed with Icy Blush. We're gonna use that as a highlighter. So I'm gonna work this just into the brow bone and also just into the very corner of the eye. And then I'm gonna go in with a clean brush and just buff and get that nice high shine coming through. I'm then gonna use Sun-Kissed, and I'm gonna work that just onto the top part of the eyelid and into the socket line crease there. This is just gonna give us a really nice kind of glossy vibe. Now with a small domed brush, I'm just gonna bring a little bit of that bronze underneath the bottom lash line. This is just gonna help to kind of lift the lashes, kind of frames them because you've got that dewiness underneath the bottom lash line. What I like about Glamour Glow is that it doesn't have to be a strong feature to the makeup. It just, when it catches the light, you just get that impression of that beautiful glow. So I'm just having a swipe of the Jewel Finish powder, just either side of the nose there, just so that as we turn our head, we've got a mattified area here. Sometimes when you've got too much shine around the nose, it can actually make us look hot. So mattifying here, but leaving that gorgeous shine there on the cheek, almost just even accentuates further the beautiful shine of the Glamour Glow. So here we have the final look, that beautiful, fresh, glowing skin that gives a real creamy vibe, but is actually a fixed and set makeup. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. If not, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.